It's my buddy from work, Ricky the raccoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He said, "Mr. Big Deal, do some slaying." Unfortunately, we're not doing slaying tonight. Um, our DM was not ready for this. Um, so unfortunately, we're not starting to do any slaying tonight, but we will start next Tuesday. Um, Tonight we're pretty much just talking about stuff. The different things there is, type of classes, type of races, maybe our own characters a little bit. So, when you jump back next Tuesday, you're not, wondering who this great person named Lycos is, because I really want to know who Lycos is.
I think Nyx is gonna steal the spotlight. I'm just saying.
Nyx is gonna steal the spotlight.
Yep.
I don't know about that. Well, we'll see. So my character will be Lycos, and then Darkbish, the fiancés will be Nyx, and then one of our friends will be Technol. Um, I don't want to go into too much detail right now, just so when if he does get on, then Nick, that is, or Technol's character, that we can talk about our characters a little bit more at that point. But like I said, it was a lot of these things can be hand drawn and stuff like that, like the old pen and papers still today. Um, but a lot of them now are moving more towards online versions like this one, where the maps are can be already generated and stuff like that. So, um, but it is going to be pretty cool to do this. We did start out one campaign before uh, with the dungeon master that we are doing right now, who is British, by the way. So his accents and everything are always the way he talks for his characters and stuff like that are always interesting. Um, he has a very good starting storyline for us, which I'm very excited for that. Um, but it's gonna be fun. Um,
I was just over here playing with my hammer.
just
So
playing with
fuck
your
with
What?
me.
hammer. Is that what we call it?
I'm sorry. That's not appropriate for Twitch.
It's
You can't
100%
talk about that on
appropriate.
here. No, no,
Um, oh boy, oh boy.
no.
Nature. I can say right now that I'm playing a shifter um, race, which is anyone who can shift animalistic to human and vice versa. Um, which is also what Chelsea's playing. Um, she's playing a human fox type, and I am playing a human wolf type. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder also going on. Um, but so this is the first time we've really played this. Um,
And I get to be the lizard that reins in the animals.
right,
So we looked at Rachel's sheet, and she picked a dragon
a dragonair
born
fighter.
and fighter, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, we need two of each of those.
Yeah, um, so we've doubled
We can
up
get
on
her in
dragon.
here. We were gonna
Right, so we've
look
doubled up
at.
on dragonborns and fighters. So um, since we do have another week before our DM is ready, we might make a few changes. I don't know. But I'm also playing a fighter type, um, where I am going
I
to
was to go Echo, but he's already got that backstory.
right. Um, but I'm wondering because I've never played a fighter before, if I might want to stick with that. Um, because I'm also going with just a one-handed weapon and my fighting class basically is a duelist, which gives me a +2 damage for each strike. So I don't know. I might stick to that. But
Are you gonna yell on guard every time you hit somebody?
on God.
I don't think that fits your character, so please don't do
It's
that.
totally not gonna fit my character.
Oh,
God, I so just want to start talking about my character.
I mean, talk about him a little bit.
All right. What was
If you
the
Well,
know what
purpose
parts
of
you're not
this?
going to change, go ahead and talk about
well,
him.
hang on.
Then we don't have
So,
to do the introductions next week, and that's fine.
I mean, I'm sure we're still gonna have to do some kind of short introduction for them next week too. But uh, so as far as that though, so like I said, I'm being a shifter fighter. Uh, Chelsea is also a shifter and playing what? Question. You're a what? A ranger?
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't answer that?
I didn't hear you, honestly.
Oh,
I got a
okay.
message on Facebook.
Oh,
I
okay.
zoned out for a second.
Um, so she's gonna be a ranger. Are you gonna specialize in also long range with bow and arrow?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do long range, and then I want to incorporate some magic stuff once I level a little bit
Okay,
because it fits with her backstory, as her mother was a druid and her dad was a fighter.
right.
So
So the cool things about rangers too, not only are they completely badass, I mean, I have an awesome Arrow Fox ranger shirt. Um, but another reason why I like them so much is because they can also, from murdering people from far away, um, they also have the abilities to talk to animals and also capture animals and bring them to their sides, um, which is also really cool. Um, but I've always been a ranger, so I'm kind of trying to get away from that for this time. Well, we'll see though. I don't I don't know if I'm gonna stick with that or not. Um, does your hand hurt from honking that horn so hard? I mean, I like rangers. Rangers are great. They're awesome. I don't know what to say.
It's gonna be a red dragonborn fighter. I was hoping to have a hammer and shield. That way I can use the hammer in the forging process because he's gonna be a forge master. Um, my thought process behind the whole forge master thing is I'll just be able to make my own gear and repair stuff in the field and make random tools that we might need. And he's going to be kind of quirky and pick up all kinds of pieces of metal and for the most part just do his forging thing.
Right. So I think the cool part about that too, like you said, is you're going to be able to forge things, which are really going to help us in certain uh, areas because somewhere along the line, weapons are going to break. We're going to lose things. We might even find some crappy swords and stuff or daggers, that you can also just bring back to life. Um, and then who knows, we could also probably, maybe sell it off even, to make some more gold and stuff. So, um, I think you going with that kind of path, being like our own personal forger, forger, forge, yeah, our own personal forge, um, is
Be
gonna be
forge master.
forge master. There you go. Is gonna be really cool for us. Because like I said, you're always gonna be breaking weapons, losing weapons, finding a whole.
Especially if I roll ones like I do.
Oh God, we don't need that. I so I guess because we have talked a little bit more about our characters. we can go into a little bit more depth. So my character, which I'm really excited to play, um, so for each certain, let's see if I can pull it up here. Da, da, da. Oh, oh, okay. You shut up. Um, did you roll something?
I rolled a
Oh, you
couple to
did
see if
roll.
I'd roll a
Okay.
1.
Um, so what'd you what?
So what I miss?
Oh, nothing much. Um,
Okay.
so the cool thing about this is, you get your character sheets and you get to roll for your abilities. Um, so you have your strength, your dexterity, your constitution. This is the one I'm mostly excited for right here. This 6 for an intelligence.
Oh
Oh
no.
my God. Yeah, he's gonna be so
He's
dumb.
a
He's
Labrador.
I am
no.
so gonna be. Oh yeah, I am so excited to play this. Um,
I'll throw a hammer in
All
the
right,
woods and
I'm
see if
not
you
much
case it.
smarter, so let's just go
ooh,
ahead and think about that for a second.
actually yes. If you throw your hammer, I might actually have like go try and fetch it.
My God.
He tells a bad dad joke, just toss the hammer. Shut up.
Please, yes. Whenever he's being ridiculous, just throw your hammer into the woods so he goes away for a little while.
um, but yeah, so intelligence, wisdom, charisma, honor, and sanity. Um, so to talk about these a little bit, obviously your strength is, your weapons, how strong you are to swing them, to move objects, uh, things like that. Your dexterity is you know, um, your athletics, your uh, acrobatics. It says like all your stuff here, basically a little bit more of what it all fits into.
Accuracy and such.
Right. Um, so to go along, there's nothing on here. Oh yeah, athletics is strength. I'm sorry. Dexterity is acrobatics. That's what it was. Um, as well as sleight of hand and stealth. So if you're, thinking of being a rogue, that's the one that's going to help you out the most. Um, Constitution. So your constitution is your health. Um, you want to have a high constitution. You don't want to have basically zero health, get hit by a random flying hammer, and then ruin your day. Um, your
Imagine that.
intelligence.
Roll a 1, throwing the hammer, hit the hit the party.
um, and intelligence. Hmm. I don't have to talk much about that because I think uh, what the intelligence checks are. Uh, it's your arcana, it's your history, it's your investigations, your nature checks, your religion. Um, so basically, I am not book smart whatsoever. Um, but the fun part about this, with the intelligence, is the fact that Nick, what's your charisma?
I'd have to pull on.
Chelsea, what's your charisma?
Uh, Not high.
Yeah, but what is it though?
I don't know. Hold on, let me open it.
Because I'm kind of basing this off of why I kind of did my wisdom, or not my wisdom, but my intelligence this way also. But I was kind of banking it on because I think I'm also going to be the talker. So,
What was the question, or what was the stat?
what's your charisma?
15.
Damn it. Okay. So it looks like the dragon's our talker.
I felt like he had to be somewhat charismatic. He stands 7 foot something, and
Dude, you're just gonna be intimidating the crap out of people.
not with my rules. Smiles politely at guard.
Yes. Um,
Hey, that was then. Now could be different.
right.
Uh-huh.
I do also have I am proficient in intimidation also, so I could also help out with that.
I too am a proficient.
Until like he pulls out something shiny, and then I'm just nope. I'm no help.
Right, he's intimidating until
Nope.
ball.
He's intimidating.
Squirrel.
Yep. Squirrel. Hey, come back here. But yeah, so I was really excited for the 6 intelligence because I think it's gonna make my character that much more funny to play. Um, and I've been writing down jokes. I've been writing down other things to kind of bring this his personality alive. And I'm really hoping, you know, to I'm really hoping I can bring it together well. I don't want to fumble with making him not intelligent, but you know, a little bit better. So I want to capture it perfectly.
I've got a 10 for intelligence.
Okay, so you don't have a negative though.
Right?
I have a -2. So
That's my wisdom.
yeah. Well, see so I was almost thinking like I could switch the wisdom in that because I feel like the wisdom is not going to be anything um, for me as a fighter to try and cast spells because that's what your wisdom is your spells.
Mm.
Um, but so that does make me ask a question then. So for your fire burn, um, is that a wisdom check?
No, it's just cone damage. Wait, hold on.
Because I
Dex DC 12.
okay, so it's a dexterity roll. Okay, because that's what I was wondering if it was that kind of a like wisdom check or because I didn't know if it was a spell or not, but I guess it's not actually a spell, it's just something that's flying out of you, I guess. I don't know. But um
It's a natural defense.
right. You filled out your honor and sanity also, right?
Oh, what now?
Your honor and sanity, which is below charisma, because we were supposed to do those two. Yes, no, maybe. Oh no, I think I lost Nick again. But um so also other things on here. You got your armor class, your speed, your current hit points. Um, you also got your weapons, um, with what kind of damage they do, whether it's piercing, bludgeoning, slashing. I feel like there's another one I'm missing too, but um, so those are my attacks that I'm going to use. I feel like I need to change this though. When you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to
I
damage
don't
rolls.
fucking.
What?
I didn't realize I wasn't talking again.
Nope.
figured out how to fix it though. I have to like change. I don't even have to change the channels. I just have to click on a different channel.
Oh, really? I wonder why it's doing that to you. That's weird.
All right.
I don't understand.
Me no comprende. Anyways, I didn't even realize I didn't have a character sheet, or I had a character sheet on there.
Yes. Now you have to
Oops.
now you have to transfer it over.
Son bitch. Makes me do work.
Yep. Um. So, um, also have my gold and my items listed. Um, and yes, you do have to keep it within your weight for your equipment. Because if it's too heavy, you try and move, you're not gonna be able to sneak away from anyone. You're gonna be slowed.
I'm already at a sneak disadvantage.
So why are you at a sneak disadvantage? Is it your armor?
Heavy armor.
Okay, which is fine for you. I mean, you're just a battering ram anyways. Um,
So I almost feel like I shouldn't have gotten rid of that.
what, your battering ram?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're gonna be a battering ram anyways.
Truth.
Um, you got your languages that you speak, um, and then some of your features and traits.
Right. I think my languages are at this point are just Draconic and Common.
Yeah, I have common and undercommon, and that is it. So,
Is Undercommon, is it like Cockney to English?
uh, I honestly don't know what it is. Um, if it's undercommon, would it be like worse common, worse English?
Right,
So,
like Deep South.
right. I was gonna say like what I'm gonna be speaking because I have a 6 for intelligence. Oh, great. Uh, so you also get to fill out personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. Um, so these boxes, they basically show a little bit more of what your character is going to be, um, or what they believe in. Um, so for my personality traits, I don't like to sit idle, which I won't. Um, I will constantly have to be moving, doing something, chasing a hammer, whatever. Um,
what do I roll for the honor and sanity?
so it's the same thing as your others. So 4 6s take your 3 highest.
4 6s, 3 highest.
Yep. Um, so also for my personality traits, I have when I see others struggling, I offer to help. Um, ideals. Um, my ideal is all about growth. Um, and it says lessons hide in victory and defeat. Um, so basically, no matter what, I'm always trying to look for some way to improve. Um, bonds. So for bonds, I have my teammates are my family, which is also going to be really weird because to start out, um, shifters have a hard time of trusting people. Um, but the weird thing about this is the wolf shifter that I am, or um, were people, as they call it, um, actually have long trusting bonds with other people, um, or with people. So it's kind of like I'm fighting against myself, of being able to trust people and stuff. Um, but for this, I want to play it as um, my teammates will be my family, so I will have that long bond with people once I get to trust them. Um, but I also feel like because I still have that low intelligence, that it's also going to be fun just trying to, um, see what I can uh, do as far as meeting random people and stuff like that. And who knows, I might actually be way too trusting and it might bite me in the butt. I don't know. We'll see. But I feel
I
like
feel
that's
like
what?
I feel like Echo would have a lot of fun.
Oh, with me?
Yes.
Yeah. Um, for flaws, I have a lingering pain from old injuries. So for this, I don't want to say per se that I actually have um old injuries that are bad enough for lingering pain, but I want to make it kind of my character because, like I said, he doesn't like to sit idle. He doesn't like to sit still. He's constantly going to be moving. So I kind of want to make it to the point where, because of that, my body is going to be run down more. Um, so not necessarily because I've had old injuries, but because I'm a young wolf who can't sit still and doesn't want my body to heal per se. So, um, no, I wouldn't say that.
I don't know. He can't sit still. He got that twitch. He got that
Just,
limp. No.
just a young pup, just a young pup.